Race 2 of the 2025 French round is underway. Again, not the best of starts from P3 on the grid, this time for Alex Lowes. He moves immediately to defend, he's done so well, but what a rocket ship getaway that is from Jonathan Rea, and he's up into 4th position, powering around the outside of turn 1 to move through on Michael van der Mark. So Andrea Iannone losing out, he's down to 7th position. Rea's got a chance to attack for a podium place as they head down towards the Adelaide hairpin for the first time. He's bar to bar with Michael van der Mark, that's for 4th position. Nicolo Bulliger fending off Alex Lowes. Bulliger's got the inside line and holds on. It's Razgatlioglu who leads them, from Bulliger in 2nd place. Petrucci coming from way back. Jonathan Rea rides around the outside of him on the Yamaha to hold on valiantly for 4th position. That's a great recovery though from Danilo Petrucci, who has ultimately got through on Jonathan Rea. Rea keeping van der Mark behind him, he's down to 6th. Bassani, good progress, he's in 7th. Vierke, Iannone and Sam Lowes rounding out your top 10. In fact, Sam looks to have got in front of Andrea Iannone now. Further back, Alvaro Bautista making some progress from 14th on the grid, he's up to 12th. Lap number 5, and Bautista, as always at the end of the weekend, becomes a menace, and here he is down the hill into the Lycée complex, just parking the bike on the inside into turn 15, and before the chicane Alvaro Bautista is through. That's 9th place now for Alvaro Bautista, having started 14th on the grid. Yeah,
and the gap between Alex Lowes in 3rd position and Bautista around about 4 seconds, so big margin for Bautista to make up to get himself back into podium contention. Rea still within a few hundredths of a second of Danilo Petrucci though.
We return to Danilo Petrucci, who is in front now of Alex Lowes for 3rd position as we come on to lap number 8. So Petrucci has leapfrogged Alex Lowes, and Jonathan Rea needs to go after Petrucci now by picking off Lowes as well.
Yeah, and he needs to come through into turn 5. You can see in this part of the track, Lowes is good. He's able to close up onto the back of Petrucci. Last time around, it was in the final sector, Lowes lost half a second. So you imagine into turn 15, just as we got away, that's when Petrucci was able to take advantage of a mistake for Lowes.
Well, this is what happened. Alex Lowes just running wide on the exit of turn 15. And Alex Lowes has gone in deep, trying to get back on terms with Petrucci, and Jonathan Rea now comes through for 4th position. And Alex Lowes, in just about half a lap, has gone from 3rd to 5th. Jonathan Rea, though, has got the slipstream from Danilo Petrucci as well and launches his move to the inside. The three of them break almost identically. Can Jonathan Rea get it stopped to move through into a podium place? Yes, he can! Jonathan Rea is back into the rostrum spots. Lap 9 of 21, still a long way to go, but the Jonathan Rea of old is back at the 2025 French round.
Yeah, time for Rea to get the head down. He needs 2 or 3 super pole laps now to try and open up a bit of a gap to Petrucci. He's been faster than Petrucci for much of this race, but he needs to make sure he's got enough of a margin to stay in that 3rd spot. Cuts back across on the front of Petrucci there through the 180 corner.
Danilo Petrucci, he's a forceful character, but Jonathan Rea isn't going to pull his punches here. It's the best opportunity he's had to show what he's all about all season long. Just in the round after announcing his retirement from full-time competition, and a battle behind him might help Jonathan Rea as well. Alex Lowes thundering through on Danilo Petrucci, recovers 4th position on lap 9.
Yeah, Lowes and Petrucci have had their clashes over the last few years, and Alex able to come through into turn 13, and for Petrucci, he's got all that work to do again. He's dropped down to P5 for the first time in this race.
I have noticed into that turn 15, Petrucci regularly taking a much narrower, tighter line, and we saw previously Jonathan Rea taking a sweeping line, carrying his momentum through there.
And it's through this section of track. You can see there for Rea, a little bit wider through 1 and 2 compared to Lowes. This is where the Bermuda works well, and this is where he'll try and close up onto the back of Rea. Last time around, Rea was really strong through here, but Lowes just as quick through him, and he's got that bit of a slipstream as well.
Alex Lowes attempting to recover 3rd place. He lost out to Danilo Petrucci and then to Jonathan Rea, who's come from 5th through to 3rd and has now got to defend it vigorously because the rest of the train is catching up as well. Van der Mark is 2nd behind Petrucci, Vierke, and then Alvaro Bautista is now only 2.2 behind this group. Chance for a podium for Bautista, but he's still got a fair few riders to make his way through on. 0.8 of a second now, his gap to Xavi Vierke, but he is faster than everyone other than the 2 race leaders at present.
Yeah, and for Bautista, once again last time around. 4/10 of a second, you can see through turn 3. Once again, Lowe's able to hold that tighter line through there.
Jonathan Rea then has got to try to respond to the inside in towards turn 5. Alex Lowe's has picked his pocket, caught him by surprise. Perhaps Jonathan Rea, though, has got the run. He moves to the inside of the Bimota, and now they go side by side. The right leg dangling for Alex Lowe's, and Jonathan Rea quite happy to chop it off and move through once again into 3rd position.
Yeah, and good riding and good battling from both those riders. Tons of respect between each other, but they're not giving an inch out there.
And Van der Mark is cutting the gap dramatically now. The pace isn't good at the moment, 3rd, 4th, 5th positions. And Alex Lowe's wants to wrestle through on Jonathan Rea, through on the inside of the 180 hairpin. You don't see too many moves like that through there. That's a good one from Alex Lowe's. Can Rea now respond into the chicane? Is he close enough? He is close enough. And of course he will immediately answer back because he knows he needs track position. He's gone a little bit deep though. He's offline. Can Alex Lowe's manage to gather it up? Jonathan Rea with the inside into 13, but Alex Lowe's is finally through. Some good racing there with 2 different racing lines, rather forced upon Jonathan Rea. Down at the bottom of the hill, another opportunity into the Lycée complex, but I don't think Rea is quite close enough, and Alex Lowe's has made it stick back into the podium position. Alvaro Bautista's going to pass Xavi Vierque and Danilo Petrucci in one move. That's the site of his earlier crash, of course, in the Superpole race. So Bautista getting back into podium contention, up into 6th. He's got the pair, Rea and Van der Mark, scrapping ahead of him, but crucially, he's cleared Petrucci, who is struggling for speed at this stage of the race, and now drops behind Xavi Vierque as well, and down to 8th, Danilo Petrucci on the Barni Ducati. Has been a little bit of a greatest hits, hasn't it, for Jonathan Rea here this afternoon. The chance to go up against his former teammate Alex Lowe's for a place on the podium, and now a battle with his 2019 title rival Alvaro Bautista. But unfortunately for Rea, that was very little of a battle because Bautista had so much speed coming off Estoril and through Gulf that the job was done before the breaking point for the Adelaide hairpin. Bautista now up into 5th place, and crucially the gap is 2 seconds to Alex Lowe's for the final step on the podium. As Alvaro Bautista already gets on terms with Michael van der Mark, who is a little bit offline. It will give him the inside through turn 13, but there's a chance at the bottom of the hill now for Alvaro Bautista as they come past the Chateau d'Eau through the kink at turn 14. Bautista with the inside lunges through there at high speed. That's a bold move from Bautista. If it unsettles Michael van der Mark, it doesn't show it. He returns straight back to the racing line in 5th position, still ahead of Jonathan Rea. Van der Mark pressurising Alvaro Bautista and doing a really good job here, Van der Mark. The best we've seen from him probably all season, it must be said. He gets alongside Bautista, who's got his right knee out, but can't stop Van der Mark from coming through. Van der Mark gets it stopped. On the exit, Bautista will have the overlap to pull alongside. Is he bold enough? Yes, he is. Alvaro Bautista getting through very nicely. Van der Mark couldn't get it stopped.
Yeah, the different lines through 5, and just as we cut away, you were able to see that Bautista was trying to get the bike stood up to try and give himself that exit. Good, clever riding from Alvaro. It's not his first rodeo here in Magny-Cours.
Will be 3 identical podiums here in Magny-Cours. Toprak Razgatlioglu, Nicolo Bulliga and Alex Lowe's. Unless Bautista can really do something very special or one of those riders hit problems late on. Toprak Razgatlioglu passing the scene of his crash here a year ago to earn redemption for only the 2nd time in WorldSBK. It's 4 consecutive hat-tricks, 12 races unbeaten for Toprak Razgatlioglu. 2nd place for Nicolo Bulliga yet again, and 3 podiums out of 3 for the first time in a WorldSBK weekend for Bimota, as Alex Lowe's comes home for 3 third places.